Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring, and today is Friday, May 10th. Sorry, Friday, May 10th, 2024. Just wanted to share a couple quick trades that I did today. I thought they were some good teaching opportunities. Over the last week when I've started to do these daily intraday trades, I always kind of preface it by I need to look at the big picture of the chart before I kind of look for my entries. And in this particular chart, this is Apple today on the 5 minute. The reason I started poking around for some trades here on Apple is because we have a double bottom bullish MACD divergence. So we have these lows, we make an equal low, but instead of red bars, we have green bars, and we go lower, we have still green bars. This is called a triple bottom with a bullish divergence. And really all it means is that we are starting to run out of selling momentum. And the implication is if you run out of sellers, you're going to go up. So I always look at MACD divergences, ATR divergences, RSI divergences, RSI levels to tell me or to give me an idea that we may be having a move up. And so once I see the larger lay of the land, then I start looking for entry signals. So does that make sense? So I saw this triple bottom with bullish divergence and I said, hey, this is probably going to go up. But I need a trigger to get in the trade. And by the way, I had two trades on Apple here. One was a losing trade, and I'll show that one to you, and one was a winning trade. I don't want to imply with my videos that I always have winning trades because I don't. And so, in the future, I'll try to share a winning trade and a losing trade. But hopefully, if I'm doing my job right, you will see that the losing trades are smaller and probably quick, and I'm out of them quick. And the winning trades, I'm in them longer, and the gains are bigger. So let me start with the losing trade here. I took it 182.35 and I got out at 182.24. So I lost 11 cents on the trade. But again, big picture, the triple bottoms, bullish divergences, that's what got me interested in looking for a trade. So you see this bottom trend line here? There's two of them. One's a little higher, one's lower. If you run from this peak attached to this peak, you can see here we finally broke above that trend line. And this is a bullish trade. And when you break above the trend line, a lot of times it will come back and back test before it takes off. And so that's what I saw. So it broke the trend line, came back. As soon as it got to the trend line, I bought here at 182.35. I placed my emergency stop 2 ATRs below. My end of day stop or end of bar stop is simply going to be a close below halfway of this V1 that happened. That would make sense that it should hold that level. Well, I got in 182.35. Yep, 182.35. The very next bar, boom, crashes down. And it closes below half. So I'm out right away for, what did I say, 11-cent loss? Let's see. Yeah, 11-cent loss. But fine. I'm out of the trade. It's a small loss, no big deal. But then when we had this move up here, I have a higher trend line that starts from that same place, comes to this peak, and then here, the bar before I bought it, we broke over the trend line. But again, it's a lot of times that's going to back test. Well, it did back test. See, closed here, and it came back down here. As soon as it got to that trend line, I bought. So I placed my emergency stop 2 ATRs below. My end of bar stop is going to, the same thing. It's going to be a close below halfway of the more recent V2. And then I'm going to place my 4 ATR profit target above. Okay, I want to make sure I always have a 2 ATR emergency stop, then I have an end of bar stop, but then I have the 4 ATR stop above. I've been using these 4 ATR profit targets a lot lately because really, my greatest gift in trading, and I've been trading for over 28 years, is analyzing charts and looking big picture and for the signals. And I found that when I'm in processing the trade and getting out a little here, getting in a little here, it takes time away from looking for the setups. I do that on my daily swing trades and my weekly swing trades because I have a lot of time. But intraday, that's what I've been reverting to: having an emergency stop, having a close end of bar stop, and then using the 4 ATRs on a lot of trades lately. Doesn't mean I'm going to do on every single trade. But that's why I've been placing these 4 ATR profit targets. So again, we have the trend line, connect the tops, we broke above, checked back. That's exactly where I bought it. And it immediately takes off. And you can see as I go through here, gets to my 4 ATR profit targets. So as far as the trade was concerned, about 55 cents on the winning trade and 11 cents on the losing trade. That's how you're supposed to trade, everyone. You're not going to have winners all the time. Clearly, I was 50%, right? 50% right, 50% wrong. But on the trade that I was wrong 11 cents. And the trade that I was right, I was profitable 55 cents. So what's that? 44 cents net between the two trades. But it's a really good example of, one, when you have a trade and it doesn't go your way and you have a losing trade, don't be scared to take that second trade again if it's a valid setup like it was. And two, that the losing trade, look, I was in it for 1 bar and I was out. The winning trade, I was in, 23 bars or whatever, right? But that's the key. Keeping those losses small, getting out quickly when you're wrong, being patient with your winners, and having a larger trade or having a larger win on your winners than the ones that you're losing. So, hey, if you found this helpful today, I really would appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel out. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, I do a podcast every Saturday on YouTube. It's called the Gossett Trading and Mentoring Weekend Review. I go through all these daily and weekly swing trades that I made this entire week, talk about when I entered the trade, why I entered the trade, what strategies I was using, what my thinking was, what the confluence of indicators were of why I took the trade, and then most importantly, how I am going to manage the trade going forward. But it's a really good podcast. I think you'll learn a lot, and it comes out every Saturday. So, hey, appreciate you being here, and really hope you have a good weekend. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye-bye.
U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.